The next one then is the Practice Differentiation Award. And specifically that is about really obviously differentiating your practice from your rivals. So many accountants advertise themselves in a very similar way, which only means that price can be the deciding factor. But positioning themselves as experts in business, more importantly. The people who win these awards are winning awards and accreditations, and they're understanding what the business clients want and really need. Specifically their ideal clients, so that they can resonate with them, they can build that rapport with them very quickly, and they are being truly proactive. Now the winner of this award is Blend Accountants, so please join me in the chat box by giving a massive applause for Phil Tarbun of Blend Accountants. I'm going to bring Phil in. Now I'm not going to make myself disappear in the interview now, because I had a little message in the chat box saying just stay on, Shane, please. So I shall do that. So Phil, first of all, congratulations for winning this particular award. The countdown starts now. Please give us a bit of an idea as to who you are.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Shane. My name is Phil Tarbun. I am the managing director of Blend Accountants. We're based in the northwest of England. Got about 180 clients, 11, just like another staff member, and looking to take about 3 more. Basically, before when we went into business, I'm sure this is like everyone else who goes into business as an accountant, you go and you think, you know what, I can probably do this the same. I can do this the same or better. I'll take the money for myself. And of course, you end up doing about 50 other bloody jobs that nobody tells you about. So we started in business in 2011, and for 8 years, I'm going to go out on a limb and say I was pretty miserable. You know, I mean, in 2018, I was looking at selling. I was fed up. So it's really since about October 2018 where we've made some major changes to business, which I'd like to share with you all today.
Yeah, please do, Phil. So first of all, just give us a flavour for, obviously this is about differentiating. So what were the problems, I suppose, that you faced by not differentiating before as well as maybe you could have?
Well, we created a massive problem for ourselves where we would take on anyone and everyone. We weren't charging enough. And eventually what really got to me is we started losing clients who I knew we should have been doing better for. And I felt completely helpless about that. So my hours weren't too bad, but people say, well, you didn't work when you went at home, Phil. It's like, yeah, I didn't want to work when I went home. I just couldn't face it because of just feeling completely trapped in my current situation and nothing getting any better.
So what are the things that you have done since now to better differentiate yourself, to increase your positioning?
Back in 2008, Jen, I was inspired by it being on the ABM Master. I don't want to talk too much about that in general, but I ended up thinking, you know what, we can be looking after people so much better. So we had to get very, very tough. And I explained this to our existing clients that we were moving to a client manager model, only 35 clients per client manager, very, very strictly. The remaining clients who were like sole trade clients who had no interest in growth, we kind of moved on to a third party. We were looking to sell, but that's not transpired due to COVID happening. So my all other dream is, the more qualified I kind of got, the more kind of bitter I got. I felt I had to be doing everything, and I was almost like I was relied on. And I firmly believe that it doesn't matter what business you are, whether it's an advisory business or a product-based business, you can systemize 95% of what you're doing. And that was kind of my dream, to be systemizing us to that point. So our client managers are respected. They are the only people who deal with clients. Nobody speaks to me. Nobody wants to speak to me. I feel a little bit upset about that, but you know what? It means that they are getting the level of service that I just cannot provide for them on my own. In 2019 as well, we were assessed for AVEN Excellence. So AVEN Excellence is basically a model that you guys have taken from all the best accountancy practices in the country. And for me, it was vitally important. Stuff like having a clear vision, making sure we're tracking key figures on a regular basis, the way we would deliver stuff to clients to make sure truly nobody is left behind. And thankfully, I was able to dedicate most of my time to getting that. I'm very pleased from it, very humbled that we managed to get 6-star status, which I know not a lot of accountants in the country have managed to get. But more importantly for us, it just shows everyone that we mean business. You know, I mean, we're in pursuit of building the perfect business. That's what we want to do for our clients, and that's for our team as well, and how they all kind of fit in with that. We also do a lot of work on our values. So we've got a very detailed list of values, and not the normal ones, like, you know, reliable, dependable. They're pretty standard. The ones that really matter to us as our team. So we make sure that our team members are in alignment with us. We also make sure the clients that we take on are in alignment with us as well, because it just means we just have a much relationship. We've also got a very clear ideal client persona of who we want to help. So because we're that restricted, we don't niche, but we niche on the elements of pains that they experience. We managed to go very deep into what they're doing. And because we're so focused on who we're dealing with, we save a lot of time, basically. And the clients we tend to take on, I mean, we've still got a success rate of 85% with new clients, but I think that's a lot of credit to the fact that we managed to filter a lot down before I then speak to them at a meeting. The other thing that we did a couple of years ago, I realized that the kind of tax planning market, certainly within practices, was kind of very scarce. So for some reason, I decided to get more qualified. So I dedicated time to do the CTA qualification myself. And we have a separate tax consultancy that we then work on. I mean, I think most, for example, for the integral features allowances, most firms who do that will charge a percentage of the pool identified. We will only ever charge when we physically save that client money. And the final thing we have, and we've done this since we started, really, is we try and make it so the client doesn't need to go anywhere else. So we tell them, look, we've got a huge list of people we know. If we do not know someone in any, because it's such a pain to go to the yellow pages, because you don't know what you're getting. Trustpilot, you tend to get either really positive or really negative. It doesn't really give you an idea of quality other than what's been done. So we try and really become an absolute one-stop shop for all our clients.
Excellent. So again, just to sum up, what's this meant for you personally, and of course the business, by differentiating yourself so much better than you have done before?
I mean, personally, it's just a sense of enjoyment. I mean, I don't deal with any clients myself now, apart from when I'm called in for meetings. I just get such a sense of enjoyment that my team members are able to look after those clients themselves. And sometimes they'll call me in for a bit of moral support. But you know what, I'm looking at it thinking, you know, I'm so proud, because they're just doing everything that they do is just for the interest of that clients. And I legitimately do enjoy coming into work now.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Phil.